Hey everyone. So it's about 2:09 a.m. right now, and it's been a long day. Got lots of suntan situation going on, and a bit sweaty looking from having been to the gym, so it's kind of caked onto me right now. Anyhow, the this is my sort of today's vlog. And I really just wanted to. I had this thought kind of cross my mind. Because people always ask me like about two things. So, like, uh, look at Bernie over here. Hey, buddy. He looks like so paralyzed and freaked out. Oh, he's a cute guy. Love that dog. Let's turn off the lights. Okay, don't know which way that is, but yeah. So there are two things people usually always ask me about. The first thing is fitness. The reason being it's the first area I ever really got a lot of results in. Made a pretty ridiculous transformation. I guess you would say I went from ridiculously below average to slightly above average. The transformation being my current weight is around 175. I've been cutting. I was at 180, but no, I was at 185. But when I started my fitness journey about 5 years ago, I think it was 5 years ago. Sounds about right. Might have been six. Let's call 5.5. But when I started that journey 5.5 years ago, I weighed 95 pounds. So almost doubled my weight, actually, which is, I mean, if I started as an average person, I'd be like, which most people are usually around 140, 150. I'd easily be 210, 230, something like that. Not to mention I've had two back injuries that were major setbacks where I lost 20 pounds each time. So, but I'm a grinder, so that's what I do. So that's the first thing people usually ask me about. They're like, what supplements do you use? What's your exercise regimen? What's your diet like? What sort of tricks and tips and things do you have there that you use to get results? And I can usually answer those pretty well. But ever since my there's a Freudian slip there. Ever since my focus has shifted more to money and not fitness, I've lessened my level of skill there and mostly kind of maintained, and then transferred more of that knowledge acquisition and staying current into the realm of money, which is by a core the same as the world of business, I guess, essentially. But how do I always do this angle? So what's the second thing that people usually ask me about now? The second thing is money. And now that I've gone through this long-winded intro, let's just go to something simple. This is my, I like to put little sayings and sticky notes and things like that around my room. This is just one of them that I have here. And I might flip it around to the back camera. Let's do that. Okay. So it says with ... Let's insert one of these here. And you can achieve, and insert one of these here. So, but I like this because it resonates with me really well. With total discipline, you can achieve anything. And that just really resonates with me. Discipline has gotten me everything of value in my life, essentially. So you can see why I would hold it up to such a high level. Anyway, back to the money topic. I was thinking about the topic of money a little bit ago as I was listening to a sales video, and I want to preface this by saying I'm by far not in fantastic financial situation. I probably have $1,000 in the bank right now, and previously had been broke for many months. So take all this with a grain of salt. But my money position has steadily increased over time, as well as my ability to acquire money in various forms, whether that be through in-person methods or over the internet, which is becoming bigger and bigger. So, as I was thinking about money, I really had two things that were very key, just very high level, sort of in the, to use a term Gary Vaynerchuk likes to use, in the clouds, uh, ideas related to money. And they're not so much ideas as frameworks, um, just common sense things almost to operate by. But I mean, some like the second one I'm gonna say here is, uh, God, Ty Lopez is a master of drawing out the length of time it takes to say something, a simple little thing, which is an art in of itself, just as it's an art to simplify something to the point of a few words of being able to be said. So I'm just gonna use the few words version here of these two things. So there are two real big shifts in focuses when it comes to money. So the first is, since most of the world operates on a per hour basis, the first is essentially just increasing your earnings per hour. And that's what 95% of people are focused on. Okay. And then the second shift of thinking is increasing the hours you are paid. Okay. The second one is the real key thing there, because most people have a general idea of how to go about the first one, how to increase their earnings per hour. You increase your earnings per hour by taking training, by gaining experience, by getting education, and applying that to a particular field, or gaining those things within a field so that you either have the skill or the experience or the unique knowledge to be worth more per hour. It's pretty simple. The more sales experience you have, the better you're going to be at it, the better you can convert, the more commissions you can get, things like that. Or in a technical field, the higher level of skill on that area you have, the better quality products you can produce, and the higher per hour earning you can acquire as an employee. Sales and technical skills, employment situations are a bit different, but you get the idea. Not going to get into the whole being an entrepreneur thing, but just look at this from more. Yeah, okay, moving on. But the second area is where most people get a little confused. So when I say increasing the number of hours you're earning, most people think working more. That's what they think. Like, if I was to hear that 2 years ago, I'd think, okay, yeah, working more. That's the only way to increase the hours you're earning. But that's about like that 2.5 per. That's like 98% of people, like the 95% of people thinking still. And there's that 5% who instinctively get the idea. I honestly don't recall if I was one of those people, but let's just say let's just say I wasn't. So basically, this is the switch there is increasing the hours you are earning. So how can you say you work during this time chunk, you work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Okay, that's only 40 hours a week out of the 120, or like I think it's like 136 hours in a week that you are earning income. Now you can work an extra 20 hours, but that's still only a little bit extra, and it's actually requiring you to work. So, and then here comes the flip of the idea. So increasing the hours you're earning. Instead of taking those 20 hours and allocating them to working more, this comes down to the idea of working in your business versus working on your business. So the point here being is, say maybe you're an employee, start a side thing. And now this doesn't necessarily have to be a business, it can be a freelancing thing, but the point of it is that you want to create something that will enable you at some point in the future to increase the hours you're earning throughout the day. So you want to be able to have things that you can sell without you having to facilitate the selling of them in the moment they're being sold. Break that down a little bit there. So say you're working 40 hours a week right now and you want to go and work an extra 20 hours to increase your earnings. So one example of a way to go about this in a way where you're increasing your total earning hours throughout the week to the whole week instead of just that 20 hours, you could set up, say, let's say you're really into, I'm not going to say fidget spinners. I'm sick of fucking fidget spinners. No, I can't use books. Let's say you are into cameras. You're into cameras. Okay. Here's one thing that you could do that could increase your earnings per the hours you're earning throughout the week. You could just start writing lots of articles about cameras, about camera gear, about camera tips, anything in the world of cameras and photography and things related to that. You can go and you can make videos, not videos, but articles about it. You could actually make videos about it. So you could just help. You're going to produce tons of content about cameras. You're going to make articles, you're going to make videos, maybe even start a podcast during that 20 hours extra a week you're doing all this stuff. And then as you're putting all this stuff out, these things are actually really assets. You're producing an asset. So one article you write on this dog is moving around in the blankets. One article you write on photography, that's going to be there forever. And you can monetize these in a variety of ways, but the most common is affiliate links. So say you put an affiliate link in this article, and on average, 2 people, let's say 100 people on average will visit the article per week. Of those, 15 people click on the affiliate link, and 2 people buy. And that will continue for 6 months and reduce to 1 after 6 months, and after a year it's dead essentially. And so you lose the utility there. But that's going to be an asset that you produced in a small sliver of time that will continue paying you over a very broad range of time. And so, like I said, it's a very simple, large concept, but the point being here is you allocate time to building an asset instead of just earnings. So that's how you sort of go from working to increase your earnings per hour to then flipping that around, increasing the hours you're earning. So now maybe when you're sleeping at 3:30 a.m., some dude in Maine is going to click on your article. He's going to be reading about it. He's a late night binge shopper. He likes your article. He clicks on the affiliate link. Goes to the affiliate link. He's thinking about the product. He's like, hey, I got the extra money in here and I've been thinking about this decision for too long. Let's buy this. Then he buys that and you get a commission from the affiliate link. And now, while you're sleeping, you've just made X dollars during that time. So, I don't know. I think those are just the 2 big the shifts there when it comes to thinking about money. Learning how to increase your earnings per hour, and then learning how to increase the hours you're earning. Alright, so that's going to be the end of today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed it a fair bit, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.